Pappy, where have you been all day?
You would be so proud of me. I had a sit down with Top Cat and Vinny.
Who the fuck are Top Cat and Vinny?
You know who that is? They live around the corner. See, I said during the show that I hate cats. And I really don't hate cats because you know my best friend, Lil Mary Sparkles. She's cool as fuck and we hang out. So I don't hate cats, but that's how they felt. So they wanted to have a sit down. I took them a treat.
What kind of treat did you bring the cat?
A doggy treat. Ha, brilliant, right? Come on. Why are you looking at me like that?
You brought a cat a dog treat? You don't bring a cat a dog treat. You should have brought a catnip. That's like a weed for cats. They love that. You brought a dog treat?
Well, I just want to tell you, my bank account was low and I couldn't get any catnip. And they took it.
I applaud your effort to make peace with the pussycat. Listen to what I said for once. You don't bring a cat a dog treat.
Then a cat shouldn't take the dog treat.
The next time you try to broke a piece, I'm gonna ask you a favor.
What's that?
Don't take my snacks. If you do, I'm gonna have to hit you over the head with a soldering iron.
Brian!
Brian won't be.
Everybody, welcome back to Cruise Control. It is Friday, November 10th, 2023. Welcome to Cruise Control, the home of entertainment news. I am your host, as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back, everybody. Happy Friday. Apologies for the slight delay tonight. We had some ups and downs. We're going to have 3 people. We have 4, though. Things happen. That's life. It's Friday. You know, that's how it goes. But welcome back to Cruise Control, my lovely co-host, Miss Sabrina Vittori. Sabrina, how you doing tonight?
Hi, wonderful. How are you, Brian?
I am great. I am fantastic. I couldn't be better.
Well, that sounds like a lie, but I'm glad that you're trying to stay positive.
I'm always saying positive.
Hi, Rex. Hi, Lexi. Hi, Ryan.
Cruise Control. Thanks for being here tonight.
Hi, all the peeps in the chat.
Thank you all for sticking around. We're going through some things. It might be a little rough in the beginning, but I'm going to do some live editing along the way. So welcome back, Queen. Thank you all for being here. Love you so much. And it's Friday, and it wouldn't be Friday. Well, it's been a long time, I was going to say, since she's been here. But everybody, welcome back to Cruise Control, the queen of Drunk Friday herself, Miss Rachel Blakely. Rachel, welcome back to Cruise Control. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. It's Friday. You got to get down on Friday, so it's a good day.
You got something good there you're drinking tonight, or what?
I have one of those gin and soda Tanqueray pre-canned beverages.
You always have the fanciest pre-made drinks I've ever seen. I've never seen any of these things before. You always have something very bizarre and pre-mixed, and it always sounds like I want to try it every time.
It's super tasty. It's like this orange gin in there. It's super tasty. It's good.
So you had a Sunny D concoction that I thought for sure you had made in kindergarten, but you were like, no, this is for real. I bought it in this cup.
I just buy what looks interesting at the liquor store and just run with it.
I need Colorado liquor stores. That's all I have to say.
I love it, Rachel. I love it so much. And I'm happy to have you back here. It's been too long. Thank you for being back on a Friday. And also, we didn't think he was to be here, but he showed up, everybody. He showed up and technical problems. But you know what? We got to give him shit. Come on, GR Waters. Welcome back to Cruise Control. How you doing, GR?
I'm good, Brian. It's Friday, but unlike you alcoholics, I just drink Gatorade.
Don't judge, GR. You were one of us a short time ago, sir.
You were. Come on, GR.
It's been 4 years now, Sabrina.
Well, in the span of your life, that's a short time ago, sir.
It's a very short time in the span of my life.
But we're happy you're back here, GR. I'm happy it all worked out, you know? I'm very happy it worked out. You doing well? Everything's good?
Everything's going great. Well, except for the computer problem we had trying to get this thing up and working.
Yeah, that's how it goes. I gotta tell you though, GR, also you see him right here. I give him a moment. Peppy, what's going on? Are you feeling good today? We got a deal, right? How's it going to you?
Ladies and gentlemen, the strike is over. AMPTP or PMP or MP3 came to the table with a fair deal. And now we're back to work. Snickety snacks.
Thanks, Peps. Thanks. Peps is super excited about this strike being done. It's like a lot of people are right now because it's been a crazy 118 days Lots of updates on that. We'll talk about, not all the details came out for it, but we got enough we can talk about today and get into it. But before that, there's a lot more breaking news. Come on. All right. The very first thing that I want to talk about is the Peanuts. The Peanuts. Yeah, I'm saying it. Peanuts. Snoopy is coming back for Apple TV Plus. Now, it's their first time doing their own live action movie at Apple, and they have moved forward. They're happening. Schultz is involved with the son of Schultz, and his son, too, are writing it, creating this new project that's going to bring Snoopy to Apple TV Plus for you, because they have the most content out there as it is for Snoopy as it is, and for the whole Charlie Brown characters. But this is actually going to take place. We're going to see the gang of the Peanuts go out on an epic adventure to the big city, learning the true meaning of friendship, while also meeting some surprising new friends, and, of course, some villains along the way. It's going to happen, of course. That's what's going to happen. But it's going to be coming out very soon. And the actual creator, Schultz, said, Craig Schultz, the original Schultz's son, said, it's so special to carry my father's legacy with an original story from me, my son, Brian. Good name, Brian. That was the wife, but still a good guy. And his writing partner.
The name of half of America.
hey, Sabrina. Give me a little break here.
Saying a lot of Brian's.
Charlie Brown. Dun, 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 dun. Charlie Brown. You're a clown. That's Charlie Brown.
Wow.
That's
I think you're going to drink for that, bud.
I can drink for that.
You should.
It is Friday, so I'll take
Seems
a
like an
drink.
impression or something stupid, which you should drink for both.
I'll take a
Whatever
quick
the hell
drink.
that was.
2 drinks, Brian.
It was
Two
something.
drinks.
It was 2 drinks. Okay.
It's unanimous.
But Charlie Brown's coming, but also Wile E. Coyote is not coming to Warner Brothers. And this is a crazy thing for me, because I heard this story and didn't hear the story yet. Kind of blew my mind. They shot this whole movie. They spent $70 million on it. You got Will Forte in this. You got John Cena in this. The story is about Wile E. Coyote, who was fed up with everything that happened with Acme and how they've dropped ambles on his head for so long that he's suing them and trying to get money from the company of Acme. Now, they shot the whole thing. It's mixed animation and live action. John Cena was actually like this big boss for Acme, and Forte was Wile E. Coyote's.
He was Wiley's attorney.
Yeah, that was Forte. Forte was his attorney, and they had the whole thing shot, but now Warner Brothers taking a write-off. They're not going to release this at all. They said this happened with the old regime. Zaslav has given it the axe, and this is not coming out, even though the whole thing has been in the can and done for a long time, and it tested very well at test audiences. But it's going away. Even though it's done, they're taking that tax write-off. They're getting $30 million back, and you'll never see this movie ever again. It's
Sounds
very
like a
sad.
shitty return.
Very sad. But maybe they should take a write-off for Blue Beetle, because that did like shit, you know what I mean? But they didn't do that. But Blue Beetle is coming out streaming anyways. So if you didn't see Blue Beetle, I actually didn't mind it that much, but it just did not do well. I mean, at $129 million budget, it only made $104 million. So, I mean, not good. They barely made their money back. And on top of that, it is what it is for DC. DC's been struggling, but it's coming to Max on November 17th. So if you haven't seen it yet, you can see it on your Max situation very soon. Must have been a terrible movie. Yeah, I mean, Racer X, you're right. Just didn't hit well. So, I mean, I guess because Wile E. Coyote, but unfortunately that is going away. What's up, Ty? Good to see you. But something that is also delayed but still coming is the spin-off, or I should say the prequel for The Lion King. That's right. Mufasa is still coming out. The Mufasa, it's like the prequel series. You're getting a lot of people back from the original Lion King movie, the the animated version, live action animation version. It's a prequel series. Seth Rogen's coming back. Billy Eichner's coming back. John Candy's coming back to reprise the roles of Pumbaa, Timon, and Rafiki. But you also have new people coming into the voice Mufasa, and new people coming into voice everybody else, and Scar. So they're still moving forward, but it's delayed because of all the strikes. We're not getting it right away. They're hoping they'll get it by December 20th, 2024. Originally, it's supposed to come out July 5th. 2024. And that's all today is about moving and shaking and losing and renewals, because something else that's gone is The Rookie Feds, which is a spin-off of The Rookie. That was supposed to be moving forward to ABC. Well, ABC said after everything's done, they had the option until December, and they're canceling it. They only did a pilot. It tested all right, but because of the strikes, they canceled it. It's not going to happen. Maybe it'll go someplace else, but it might not. Right, Lexi? I think that looked good. I thought that looked good, the Wile E. Coyote movie. But, this didn't do well, and so they're going to let it go. Maybe they just didn't want to now. There's been a lot of moving and shaking with the strike being done. You're going to see a lot of things canceled and renewed. This is what's going to happen. Mufasa's a prequel, Queen. It's a prequel. So about his early days before he's king. I just want to be king, all that. But The Good Lawyer is another project that ABC gave the axe to, and this was the spinoff of The Good Doctor, and that's going away too. Again, that tested even better, and they were excited about this project. Kennedy McMahon Camp was coming in. Felicity Huffman were going to be involved with this. They did a pilot, tested very well. All the big brass thought it was going to be awesome. And then they actually had an option that ended in August. They extended it, and then now they canceled it. So even though they still have the rights to it, they're letting all the actors go, and they're moving on, and the Good Lawyer is gone. The Rookie Fed, yeah, it's a spinoff. It's gone too.
What a stupid name.
Just gone. I know it's dumb. It's a dumb name. It's a really dumb name. But everything is moving and shaking, just like Marvel is changing their whole lineup. Deadpool 3 is moving from May 3rd, 2024 to July 26th. 2024. Not that big of a leap. That'll be a much bigger. Captain America Brave New World going from July 26, 2024 to February 14th, 2025. Pretty big leap. The Thunderbolts for Marvel also going from December 20th, 2024 to July 25th, 2025. And Blade, which I don't know if it'll be that good, we'll see, is going from February 15th, 2025 all the way to November 7th, 2025. Big moves. But the strike is done, as we said, and a lot of stuff is starting back up. So you're wondering about your shows coming out? I'm going to tell you now, starting this month, because the strike is done, there's a thing you say, here we go. Stranger Things, Max is the Penguin, Welcome to Derry, The Hacks, Abbott Elementary, The Rookie, Grey's Anatomy, Bob Hart's Abishola, Tracker, Young Sheldon, FBI International, FBI Most Wanted, The Equalizer, Blue Bloods, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, Chicago Med, Law & Order SUV, The Irrational, The Quantum Leap, Pretty Little Liars, The Sandman, Apples Never Fall, and Chucky are starting back this month. Before Thanksgiving, they're all coming back. But some shows can't start up that fast, and those shows are starting next month. I'm talking about The Cleaning Lady, All American, 911 is part of those, Will Trent, NCIS, Ghost, NCIS, Vegas, The Neighborhood start next month. Alert, Duster, Grownish, and Hysteria are starting next month back up. SUV. Sorry, Ryan.
No, SVU, fucker.
Whatever. SVU. It's too much shit, Ryan. Too much shit. Yeah,
My grandmother, I swear to God, and I rest her soul, she always said SVU.
SVU.
She was like, I love that SVU. And I'm like, the car? She's like, no, the show. And I'm like, that's not what it's called.
But all your shows are coming. That's great. All your shows are coming back. And something that is up is the Marvels. And the Marvels is not doing well, everybody. I mean, it sucks because Marvel needs a win, but the opening night, they made $6.6 million. Now, if you compare that to Captain Marvel, which made $20 million its opening night, doesn't look too good. They're projecting about $65 million to $80 million this weekend. And of course, Captain Marvel made $153 million its opening weekend. So a lot of breaking news going down, and a lot of people are, that's what we have to deal with. It's like there's changes, there's moving, there's shaking. That's what happens in the business right now. Because the slate's going to change, we're getting back to work, and they have to adapt based off of all the time that was missed. And so that's what it is. So, and you're right, Sabrina, the SVU, SUV thing drives me nuts sometimes. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying sometimes, everybody. People tell me I have too much caffeine sometimes. I know. I'm having drinks tonight. So I'm not drinking.
Yep,
Everything that's coming and going.
Well, I mean, just think about it. As a normal person who is not a police officer, how often do you say the word SUV?
Never.
What do you mean never? You're like, this fucking SUV almost killed me. That asshole should have probably changed lanes and he should probably use his blinker. But how often do you say something that has to refer to a special victims unit as a normal pedestrian?
Very
Not
rarely.
often. Not
Very
often.
rarely. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
The brain association, I don't think it's a fault. Also, I love my grandmother, and if you think it's a fault, I'll fucking kill you.
But with all that breaking news, Sabrina, we got to give our guests here a chance to have a comment on everything, because this is that time we get in to some hot. All right, I want to talk about some hot takes right now. I want everybody to have 1 minute on the clock. If you're first time here, you get to see everybody has a minute to break down their thoughts on all the breaking news that has happened today. We're going to give them that minute, and after a minute, a bomb blows up and their time is up, because we got so much to talk about as it is. So we're limited right now on cruise control. We're limited, but I'm going to break it down right now. This is my time where I get to choose who gets to go first. And because he was tardy, GR is going first.
Oh, shit. You're getting the Sean treatment tonight.
I think that should be a new rule. If you're late somehow, you
the
go
latest
first.
person is the first hot taker.
I like it. It's not his fault. That's technology.
Definitely not your fault.
But
That's
still,
true.
GR, are you ready for your hot takes?
I was born ready.
Oh,
Get
shit.
it? I mean, last time GR was on, everybody said that GR is all hot takes, so I'm expecting the best right now,
All
GR.
right, let's
So
do it.
here we go, GR. 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Okay, Peanuts, great. I can't wait to see that. I've been a Peanuts fan since I was a little kid, and that was a long time ago. Coyote and Acme, they're idiots that shelved that. That would have been a great movie. Blue Beetle, I don't give a shit. That movie sucked. I'm sorry, Brian. Don't agree with you. Lion King,
Amen.
yeah, the original was great. The prequel, I couldn't care less. The Rookie Fed, it was a disappointment. For what it was supposed to be. The Good Lawyer, who cares about people with OCD? I mean,
I think he has autism, honey, not OCD.
Pardon?
I think he has OCD. No, I think
Message hot takes.
Oh, sorry. Go.
The Lawyer has OCD. That was the premise. Restarts, I'm not surprised. They're going to jam everything in, and the rest will be along the next month. The Marvels, I'm shocked. Sabrina's favorite actress couldn't carry a load.
Gia, I'm so sorry I fucked you up. I'm sorry, but you still made it. You still made it. I fucked you up, and you still made it.
He still made it. Yeah.
Sorry, GR. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
I think they expected, the thing with the Marvels too.
About your favorite actress there.
I did. I loved it. That was actually my favorite part. Other than the fact that when you said peanuts, it sounded like penis. Definitely my favorite part of your hot takes was when you gave a shout out to my favorite actress, Brie Larson, who can kindly fuck herself.
Whoa, guys. Nah, that's not for me.
I'm sure she did.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. What's Lexi saying here? The peanuts is the IP you grab when you get something easy. Wait. I'm reading wrong. You need something easy.
Family friendly, simple color palette, and don't want to overstimulate anyone.
Yeah, well, overstimulation is necessary sometimes on a Friday. Sabrina, are you ready for your hot takes? That's my question coming out right now.
I mean, I always have the same answer. Like, let's just fucking do it. I don't know if I'm ready or if I'm not ready. Let's just see what happens.
All right.
I don't want to oversell.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hot takes.
Yeah, Peanuts, classic, amazing. Like, I hope they keep it going. I hope every generation gets to experience Snoopy and Woodstock in some amazing way. The Coyote movie just seems weird. Like, to show him as like a hero instead of a villain, I think is kind of really interesting and new and different. And I think it would have been really interesting, especially with the cast that they had. So I'm really shocked that they're shelving that for, more than half of the money deficit that they put into it. Mufasa, kindly fuck yourself. The live action Lion King was super disappointing to me, and so I certainly don't want to see a prequel about fucking Mufasa. I would love to refer back to the original movie, which was amazing and one of my favorite of all time of Disney movies. The Rookie and The Good Lawyer are canceled. Great. Don't give a fuck. Never gave a fuck. Why should I give a fuck? Also, just to be clear, procedurals usually do very well. So that's kind of weird to me, but whatever. Marvel, obviously they're pushing everything. There was a strike. Restarting stuff for SAG, obviously they're doing that. But the shit that they named, no one really gives a fuck about. And the Marvels can fucking suck it. Boom. Your bomb goes off 3 seconds before the time is up, which I find kind of fucked up, dude. I think you need to fix that.
I mean, you get the time. The time is there.
But there's still, it's like blowing up and you think you're over, but there's 3 seconds left where I was telling Brie Larson to suck it.
Well, I'm just saying.
Just saying.
The time is there. Trust me, when I cut the shorts, the time is there. Peanuts is a good snack after dinner. Yes, it is. Good snack
Ziggy,
after dinner.
yeah. Who's doing Ziggy movie?
Ziggy movie? That'd be great. We talked about that before.
When I was in high school, I drew a Ziggy comic for one of my art projects. It's my favorite thing I've ever drawn.
Rachel, welcome back to Cruise Control. I'm happy to have you here on a Friday. And I can't wait for the hot takes. It's been too long. It's been too long. Because you've been gone, I give you the chance. I'd be like, go first. Give you the best spot. It's the best spot. It really is. So here we go. You ready for your hot takes?
All right, I'm ready. Let's get these takes out there.
Let's get it. Hot takes in 3. They'll be fucking hot. 2, 1. Hot takes.
Let's go. More Peanuts movies. It's unoffensive. It's fine. I mean, I don't really know if kids these days care about the Peanuts. It's an older property. I don't know how much Gen Alpha cares, but I think it's cute.
Gen Alpha.
It's inoffensive. Wile E. Coyote versus Acme sounds, honestly, who is it for? It's not for kids. Is it for for adults?
It's like Roger Rabbit.
I don't care that it was canceled. Blue Beetle, don't give a shit. Mufasa, whatever. The Rookie and the Good Doctor spinoffs, I don't care. I never watched either of those shows, so I don't care about them. Marvel lineup being changed. Of course, there was a strike. Things are going to get changed. I am looking forward to the new Captain America movie when that does come out, though. The Marvel's film failing, nobody's surprised. 0 people are surprised, ever. And shows returning from strike. A lot of those shows I either don't watch or don't care about, but I am excited for Ghosts coming back next month. I do like that show a lot.
What show?
What show?
I couldn't hear you. The bomb was blowing up before your time was up.
Ghosts.
Hey.
Oh,
yeah.
Ghosts. Yeah.
There's a lot of shows that are starting back this month, though, Rachel. It shocks me how fast. I think that's some insider trading, if you will, where they kind of had an idea that it was going to be happening because, AMPTP had that whole thing where they're like, hey, if you get back, not now, don't have to sign a deal now, we're going to sign a deal till January. So I think they knew it was happening regardless. So
right.
Yeah, there are a lot of shows starting
in production before it stopped, and they just have like a couple episodes ready to go.
They did do that. Queen, they did do that, but it wasn't by Apple TV.
What was that movie that literally had 3 days left? Like we talked about, I can't remember.
Beetlejuice.
Oh,
They had 2 days. They had 2 days.
2 days left. That's crazy.
Yeah, they had 2 days, and then they didn't get a chance to finish. Maybe it was even a day and a half.
That's insane. I'd be like, can I just get a waiver for my 2 days, y'all, please?
Oh shit. Yeah. It's true. But the thing is, though, for me, a lot of weird breaking news, and it's all going to be the same for the next probably few weeks. We're going to hear about what's starting, what's happening. Again, every studio right now is thinking about like what's going to make money right now. We're going to do the fastest. What can get out there until they figure that out. We're just going to be hearing this back and forth for the rest of the year at least. But the thing is, though, for as a consumer, you're probably excited because a lot of your shows are coming back. And for us, as actors and people that work in the industry too, it's like we have a lot of thoughts on what's happening because a lot has changed. And the contract, is it good? Is it bad? We're going to talk about it now because now it's time to get into it. Come on. All right. The very first thing that I want to dive right into, I was going to start someplace else. I'm going to start here because it makes more sense. I want to talk about the SAG strike for a second because the SAG strike is finally done. It's done. It's fucking done. We got that figured out. I mean, of course, we still have to vote.
Well, ish.
And on Tuesday, it'll go to the membership and they will vote. And honestly, people won't get back to work. I can't in any world imagine it not to pass. Honestly, it's going to pass. Now, of course, the board actually voted on it. The national board votes first, and then it goes to the membership. And they voted today, and 86% said yes. Normally, in a situation like this, 100% it's done. So you might wonder why is that a thing? And people were actually asked that during that huge press conference today with Fran and Duncan Crabtree, Ireland. They were talking about it, and they said, well, it's percentage based, but I think it comes down to the residuals for streaming. I think that's probably why, if you ask me as an outsider, but also very involved looking at it, because they didn't get what they wanted for residuals. I'll say that right now. From what they've said, yes, there is a system now for streaming residuals, but it's more of a bonus thing. So they're calling it the bonus fund concept that allows the union to use studio mechanism to distribute money to actors. So they'll put money into a fund and then they'll give that to the actors of shows that have done well. It's a bonus for if a show does well in their books. The writers get the same kind of deal. But they said if 20% of the people are watching it and it's actually streaming well, and they'll give you bonuses. The higher it gets, the bigger the bonuses, and so actors can get money based off that. But if it's below 20%, you're getting nothing. And Fran said today, she's like, well, maybe next one we'll be able to get it to 10%. If it does 10% of your users use it, then you get a bonus. But as of now, if 20% of the people actually that have memberships watch it, you'll get a bonus. But again, that's not normally how residuals work. So I think that's why people didn't really go for it. But if you're a background artist or an extra, it's pretty big. 11% the first year you get a raise. 11% right now. The second year you get 4% and then 3.5% for the third year of the contract. And for general actors, it's a 7% raise up front, then 4% the second year, then 3.5% for the third year. And they had an increase of the background numbers. If you have like the East Coast and West Coast have been separate, like there's always like less people that are union in the West Coast as opposed to the East Coast. East Coast also had actors that would get, or I say background artists that would get, rain bumps, night bumps, all this shit.
They get way better money.
Way better. But they've actually made at least the number of background actors that are unionized on a set equal to the East Coast in this contract, which is very nice, But still, it's like, it's minor. Of course, they're talking about it again. On top of that hair and makeup for everybody is going to be a thing. And now they're be able to take care of everybody for hair and makeup, as opposed to before it was only certain people get hair and makeup on set. So it doesn't matter now. That's done. That's nipped in the bud.
Who cares? That's so stupid.
I know.
Why is that even a sticking point? That's stupid.
I know, but the AI thing is also a big thing, Sabrina. The AI thing, they said that actually that's done. That was what took them for the longest to actually figure out was the AI thing. And up to the last day, they were working the verbiage, and the actor union actually was like, we have to have X, Y, and Z there. They were trying to get they're trying to use dead actors without consent from the estate. They wanted to actually be able to use parts of your likeness. If they use you smile or some shit or a certain way you move, they were going to combine. It's a weird thing. They're going to combine multiple actors. They're going to combine, multiple actors' movements to recreate a character. They're going to use multiple actors to recreate a character. And then SAG said, well, that's not right. If you're going to use any portion of anybody, they have to be paid by that. So there's a whole consent thing now that says if you use any portion, and if it has a problem, it goes to the union, and the union will negotiate those rates. So it's big. The AI thing is figured. It sounds like they actually figured it out. Residuals, though, if you're an actor, I feel like for streaming, it's not quite there. And Fran had a whole thing, but hopefully next time it's 10%. I mean, we'll see. Every contract negotiation, we have this situation. You got to give a little bit, but they threw out the whole, they asked for 2%, 1% of gross income. That got thrown out. They asked for 57 cents per subscriber. And the AMPTP seemed to like that initially, but now they threw that out too. So that's all gone. Now there's only this little fun that happens. So it's interesting.
No.
I'm a little torn on the residuals. I think overall, though, besides that, it's great that the background actors and the extras got a good deal, I think. But for main actors, I don't think it's as good. But we're getting there. It's a process. Sabrina, you hear about this. Do you think it's a good movement forward? Are you happy that they signed this deal, or could they have gone further?
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't read all the things about it. The press conference was fairly vague.
Very good.
They kind of said what they wanted to say and didn't really take any questions and didn't really want to interact with anything they didn't want to interact with, which reminds me a lot about politics, which kind of is fucking annoying. So I just don't know 100% what it entails. So I'm not going to throw my support behind it, especially after this long of striking. Including the writer's strike. I mean, people have not worked in so fucking long that I think that it's very odd that only 86% of the national board voted this through. There has to be something in there that is not appealing to most people. And I feel like, unfortunately, the situation that we're in, everyone wants to get back to work and people are willing to settle. And I don't mean to say that that's not a fair point. I don't mean to say that that's not important. It absolutely 100% is. But after putting people in this position for so fucking long, to settle on dumb shit is kind of fucking annoying. So I don't want to throw my thrilling support behind it until I know exactly what is in that contract. What they displayed to us, pretty good. What didn't they display to us is my question. I don't know. And I'm not going to throw my support 100% and my elation behind something, which, by the way, Brian had mentioned this earlier, and it really makes sense to me. None of them seem excited.
They didn't seem excited at all.
They're all talking about it, and they're like, well, I mean, they just seem very, if it were me and I had just brokered this amazing deal, I'd be like, I fucking did this. This shit was amazing. There would be some energy involved. I know they're super tired from having to negotiate 3 hours a day, 3 days a week for the past fucking 5 minutes. But you know what? Just I don't understand how there's not more excitement behind it, So that's where I'm at currently. And until I see more and read more and they send us the email and we can kind of look it over, I'm not gonna be super excited. I mean, I'm glad that they feel like this is enough, but I also really hope that all of this time where everyone was fucked was worth what they got,
Yeah. There were a lot of conversations too that just seemed like next deal will be better, and that's what it kind of seemed like. And of course, the full details will not come out till Monday. The vote is on Tuesday. And like I said, with WGA, it was 100% done. The national board was like, yes, this is the best deal ever. And there were a lot of actors that were pushing, being like, oh, just take the deal right now. And I hope they didn't influence them when it comes to residuals. So everything else seems good, but the residuals thing is a big factor that we doesn't think we worked it out. And Duncan Crabtree actually said, this is what I threw out the last minute, and they accepted it as a bonus. But
as a bonus?
It's a bonus. They call it a bonus. They call it a bonus. They call it a bonus. Rachel, after 118 days, I mean, there's still a lot of wins here. Do you think that it was the right move to actually sign this, or should they have waited till the end of the year? What do you think?
It's a really complicated question because do I think they could have gotten a better deal? Yes. But do I think a lot of people like need to get back to work? Also, yes. So saying if it was
Yeah.
the right move is it's really ambiguous. I think it's good that they finally got somewhere on the AI use. I know that was
That's
like one
most
of the
important,
really
yeah.
majorly
Big.
concerning things, the AI. So I'm really glad that that got settled. Something I think is you kind of threw out there that was the hair and makeup situation. And Sabrina was like, well, that's why we're doing that. Which is fine. Like I can see that from an actor's perspective, like, why are you doing that? But I think it's going to be really good for hair and makeup people. I think more hair and makeup people are going to be employed because of that. So I think that's kind of
You're
a
right.
bonus.
It's not. It's a
It's
good.
just a hot picture, Fran.
I love putting this
But
picture
that's
of
not
her.
that's not a good bonus for SAG. Like SAG doesn't need to
No.
fight for that. You know what I
think
mean?
It's a
Control for SAG. It's there. It doesn't.
it's a background thing though.
I mean, for like 100 years, show up, hair and makeup ready. Like it's really not a big deal. Like they shouldn't. And certain productions are like, we don't like your hair and makeup ready. We'll fix you.
Well, yeah, but there've
I
been
don't think
times
it
where they get
hurts
mad and fight
any
you,
actors
but
to
now it'll
have
be in the contract.
that bonus.
It hurts us when you're not giving us residuals or you're not giving us other things that we're asking for
Well, no,
because
I'm
we're
not
fighting
saying-
for
I'm not
rights
saying
of
they
hair
should
and
have
makeup
that
people.
Instead, I'm viewing it as a separate issue, not as an instead of that.
No, I get it. I'm just saying that's not something that's super important.
No, it was just a little side note that I'm like, oh, good, more hair and makeup people get to work or get paid more for doing more.
They're not in SAG though, just to be clear.
No,
Well, I mean, no,
not at all. But they are still people in the industry who will be benefiting from this.
Absolutely. But that's their fight to make, not ours.
I think what Rachel's saying though is true. There will be. I mean,
Oh, 100%. You'll have to hire more people. 100%.
they'll have to hire more people, and there's also the
It's
whole
not a
thing of
main
like.
point, and it wasn't important to the SAG situation. I'm just like, oh, that's nice. More people will work. That's all.
But
Yeah.
when my thing is whenever they float stupid shit like that, and I don't mean stupid shit like, yes, great, hair and makeup people, please. I would love to not have to show up hair and makeup ready. But for
Goes a
me,
long way.
that is one of the most insignificant things in the world because you show up, you sit around for 94 hours. So you could show up as a background person, and do your hair and makeup to the fullest, better than I could ever do on this show in the bathroom before you have to do shit. So it really doesn't matter. Like in the grand scheme of things. And like last time they had the contract, they were like, you know what? Guess what, everybody? No more auditions in hotel rooms.
Now the whole thing was.
Who the fuck was doing that? Who was doing that? Literally nobody.
Somebody was. I was just
Literally
making
nobody
sense.
was doing that. Also, you get a robe if you're naked. Yeah, I've worked on set for fucking 25 years. Everyone gets a robe if they're naked. That is not new information. Now it's law, and you want to tout it as a fucking gain? So, like, I just feel like it's shady when you're throwing something weird like that out there that is not something that anyone has been talking about this whole time. Well, we got this. That seems like something is fucking shady.
That's fair.
Yeah, I mean,
That's fair.
Thank you, Peppy.
It was just a side note. That was all.
Yeah.
No, it's not against you. I'm just saying, like, in general.
Yeah, it's. I mean, overall, it's like those deals always happen. There's the little things that happen, these contracts, but overall, it's like the big things we're fighting for. I'm happy we've had big movements, and it's $1 billion deal. They say, which is good. $1 billion more towards the union. I just think that the residual thing was a big thing. But if you're a background person, or you work as a stand-in, like 11% raise is nothing to fucking sniff at. Nothing to fucking be mad about. So that's pretty fucking great. So it's awesome. But GR, you hear this, and I know we've been talking about this. You've been in the chat, GR, for a long fucking time. This guy right here since day one. And we've been talking about this strike for a long time. And you hear the details. We don't have a lot yet. We're getting the bare minimum right now. But do you think this was the time to settle, or do you think they should have held out longer? I mean, you're watching this in the news. What do you think?
Like the lady has said, actors need to get back to work. I've been through 3 strikes in different industries, but they suck. I mean, Brian, you and I talked about it the other day. People are losing their houses, their cars, and everything because they're not working. An actor needs to work to make money. And if the deal is decent, which it seems to be, or they wouldn't have settled, let's get back to work. I'm not surprised that everybody's going back to work right away, like you were listing all the shows.
It's so fast, right? Does that surprise you at all? It doesn't surprise you at all, huh?
No, not in the least. I mean, the owners were going, "Oh, we got to get them to work." It's like it's silly, but it's the way it is. And
Get them right back in there.
Sabrina, I'm going to get you a copy of my shirt.
What shirt?
You can't see it. It says 0 days without sarcasm.
Oh yeah, I don't have that.
No sarcasm shirt.
I don't have that.
I know you don't. That's what I would get you one.
You get me one that says 0 minutes without sarcasm.
It's just like, honestly,
be polite, Sabrina.
I know, I love you, baby. I love you. But I can call a spade, even if it's myself.
The strikes are especially hard on Kruse. You're right, Queen. And there's probably
100%.
There might be a strike next summer too with IATSE, and they didn't strike last time, but I don't think they will strike because I think that there's a precedent now, and they don't have an AI issue. We talked about that before, but there are some big wins here. There are some big wins.
Can I just 1 second really quick? So Lexi in the chat said she's a makeup artist and they treated her pretty awful. And I responded in the chat and said, I get that, but it's not the same fight. And Ryan said it's solidarity and we should all fight for each other. Yes, I get that. I get all of the things that you're saying. But me fighting for you is me going out on the picket line with you and showing my support. It's not me in my contracts fighting for another union. And I'm not saying that people shouldn't be supportive of each other. Don't get me wrong. Everyone should. And I love that there were so many writers out there. There were so many IATSE members out there and that everyone was being supportive of the cause. But in the contract negotiations, there was no writer talking for SAG-AFTRA. There was no writer talking for fucking Transpo. There was no writer talking for makeup artists. Just as in SAG's negotiations, I agree there's a little bit more overlap. You know what I mean? But there is no way that our contract should have to do with your contract. And I don't mean that in a shitty way. I want you to have fair wages. I want you to get what you're deserved as well. But that shouldn't be on our negotiating table. Do you know what I mean? I don't mean to sound cunty or bitchy or stupid. I don't know. It's just like there are so many other things that are going on that our previous president could give a fuck about. So we just kind of fell by the wayside. So there are so many things that need to be addressed that haven't been. And I think Fran did a great job. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, Fran did, yeah.
Until we see the full on, situation, we don't know. But I'm just saying, I'm not throwing shade anywhere. And I would absolutely 100%, if IATSE strikes in fucking June, like they're saying they might, and Transpo strikes, I'll be out there. Don't get me wrong. I will fucking be out there. I'll be supportive and I'll be your number one fucking fan. But I'm just saying, in your contract negotiations, you will never mention an actor. So it's just the same. It's like the same thing. Like we all support each other because we all work in the same industry. You do your sticking points for your people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you do that always, Sabrina. But sometimes there's a barrel effect where it helps other people.
100%. I love that. I fucking love that. Rachel made a very good point. Of course, that would help that. But for me, looking at all the things we're fighting these people for.
Rex is right. The content, if they don't have content in theaters are fucking shut down. They had 100%. A whole time during COVID where that was a whole thing. And now it's like they're probably super stoked that there's content coming soon. And of course, some stuff's coming faster than they thought it could because they have to shuffle their schedule. And some stuff they'll finish right now. Bring it out earlier. That's what's going to happen. They need summer content.
They can, sure. They've been pushing stuff because people can't do press, right?
I'm going to tell you, next summer, I guarantee there's projects you didn't expect to come next summer. They're supposed to come out in the fall. They're going to rush them for summer now. I think that's what's going to be the next thing that's going to happen. And overall, though, I still think it's a good deal. And like Fran said, too, it's baby steps for certain things. But the residuals was a big thing. It was a big thing. And I feel like they fell short there. But, we'll have to wait and see all the details. But they really took care of the little guy. I will say that again and again.
Yeah.
They took care of the little guy.
They never do that.
They never do that. And at the end of the day, it's like you never see that. And this contract, you actually saw that. It's big. It's super fucking big. It makes me excited to see where we go in the future. And we have a good team behind us right now. Mm-hmm. Didn't you see? Never had that before, But somebody else's team that's hurting right now is Robert DeNiro. Because Robert DeNiro right now, everybody, if you haven't heard this news, it came out. We talked about what was last week? I think it was about DeNiro. But DeNiro has been found not liable for discrimination during the civil trial. But his company has been liable for $1.2 million against his ex-assistant, who actually turned producer. And I'll give you a breakdown very fast about what happened last time. But first of all, when she left her contract, she'd been there for 11 years. She would not sign an NDA and just walk away. And so they sued her for $6 million. And so she countersued for $12 million. There was discrimination. They were treating me wrong. They were saying she was like Netflix and chilling by herself all day. And he's like,
I think just Netflixing is the proper terminology.
Maybe Netflixing. I don't know. But he was saying, like, him and his production company said, no, she wasn't fulfilling her duties. I mean, 11 years is a long time being at a company. We talked about this before. And it seems like there's something weird happening right here. So it went to the court. The jury came back very fast and said, okay, we're not giving you $12 million. We're giving you $1.2 million. They said, DeNiro, he's not at fault right now. He is not at fault for discrimination against you, but the company has to pay you $1.2 million based off of what you would have been paid for your time there as it was for severance. Now, there was this whole thing about frequent flyer miles that they said that she sold like a bunch, and they said, no, that's bullshit again.
Almost a $500,000.
Yeah,
almost $500,000 worth.
And they said, no, we're not going to do that either. I mean, she was employed from 2008 to 2019. That's a long time. It's been going on for like 4 years right now at this point. And at the end of the day, she said she feels vindicated. She's excited about this. Of course, the jury was very fast about this. And they said that the amount of $632,132.86 for each count, which totaled up to $1.26 million. Of course, went down in New York. It was a civil trial. And DeNiro wasn't there for the end-all, be-all results. But I think what we learned from this too, of course, we're not there. And I know people. The last time we commented on it, the people were saying like, "Well, bring an entertainment lawyer." We weren't there. All we do is talk about our opinions. And this, I think, when it came out, I think they learned a lot what was actually happening, and maybe his production company did not handle things appropriately. And that's why she's awarded this money, which I think is appropriate if they were not treating her well, which we're finding out more and more. And I think there was it's a messy breakup. It's a messy fucking breakup. And I'm happy at the end of the day that it seems like both sides are happy with this. So it wasn't right on both sides. It wasn't. Rachel, do you think that this is warranted, or should she have gotten more? Or do you think this whole thing was just like, okay, we're just going to settle, call it a day, walk away, and we understand we both did wrong in this situation?
I mean, I got $0 out of my messy breakup. She got 1.2 million. So
okay,
pretty good.
Amen.
She should be,
pretty good.
She should be doing all right here.
She was smiling, Rachel.
Proud that there was nothing wrong there. Then it's employment litigation is such a cut and dry situation. There's not a lot of gray area in employment litigation. So clearly it's fine. Everything turned out fine for pretty much everybody. She got 1.2. They didn't have to pay 12 million. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, for them too, like that's nothing for this company.
Brand new baby to take care of. Let's not forget that.
And DeNiro and his company probably have plenty of money. So whatever happened, he was giving her so much shit though too. He was like, shame on you and stuff. But 11 years is a long time. And for me, the more I hear about this, I'm like, well, that's Rachel. You think that they have a good communication after 11 years, wouldn't you think? You wouldn't think this was coming out of left field that they would have a problem. It's weird, right?
I mean, after 11 years, a lot can happen. A lot can degrade over time. You can just kind of like you can hate your boss after 11 years. Like you could truly just not want to be there anymore. And I don't know. There's just not enough information out there for me to give like a real solid opinion on the situation from a legal standpoint. Like,
yeah, I'm happy
fine.
she got something.
If jobs be hated, if it paid well, then why not stay for a while? I don't see how you can sue someone for not signing an NDA. Like that part does not make sense to me.
That's weird.
That's not what it was. Like it wasn't just for not signing an NDA,
right? But like
that was part of it, though.
Part of it does not make sense to me. Like you shouldn't
quit. If you quit a company that has fucking assets, they ask you to sign. I mean, that's actually common practice. That's not like a
part of your onboarding paperwork, though.
Talk to John Hamm on the morning show. He'll tell you all about it.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, John Hamm.
Talk to John Hamm on the morning show. He'll tell you all about if you've been watching that show this season. So
I mean, NDAs are common practice when people are leaving a company.
And I like this whole thing in the chat. Racer X said it. Now Queen's saying it. Write a book.
And
she'll make even more money. Like, why? There's a story there.
Which is probably why she didn't want to sign the paperwork.
You're probably right.
Good point.
You're probably right. GR, do you think that's what it is? Do you think she's going to write a book right now and then she's going to make $2.5 billion more?
He's like,
She only got $100,000 a year to work for the company. Jeez, that's all.
300,000.
What a pity.
How do you survive on $300,000 a year?
$300,000 a year she got.
And then
Is that-
$100,000 a year to quit. Yeah,
Correct.
What a tough
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
How dare we?
So, GR, do you think she'll be fine?
Yeah, I think so. She'll probably get 10 or 20 million to write the book.
Do you think that DeNiro will be affected at all by this in the long end?
I think Robert's going to be fine. She's going to be fine. And she'll get another job somewhere.
Yeah, I think so too. The whole thing is just her
feelings and money to me is a Dilligaff thing.
There it is.
Nailed
I was
it.
waiting for it.
Waiting. Everybody, first Dilligaff. Drink, motherfucker.
Drink. I was going to tell you to drink, GR, if you were drinking, but Dilligaff was a good reason to drink.
Well,
Sabrina,
see, Gatorade for the hell of it,
That's what I said. Well,
Sabrina, you think it'll be fine? You think DeNiro will be fine? You think this whole thing makes sense to you, or do you think that DeNiro got a raw deal on this situation?
Yeah, no, I mean, I obviously he's gonna be fine. Also, he's like, whatever, 80 and has a new baby. So I don't think he's really focusing on this too much. The production company is who they charge with it. They found him, he was vindicated of any wrongdoing. It's the production company itself that they're charging, with these counts or whatever that add up to the whatever $1.2 million, I think it is. Which is actually what I said when we originally spoke about it. So whoever commented on the original video and said that I had no idea what I was talking about, this is exactly what I was talking about. What I said was they will settle on a much lower number. And I used the Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, the Johnny Heard case. I use that as an example because that's what happens. Like and the main point is that Robert De Niro's company sued her first for $6 million. She countersued for $12 million. So you knew the truth was going to be somewhere in the middle and that the amount was going to be much fucking lower. So they found in favor of her-ish. He was completely vindicated. The company was found of wrongdoing, and it's much less than what she asked for. Now, to be clear, you're making $300,000 a year. You worked for Robert De Niro for 11 years, was it? 7 years? 11 years. 11 years.
11 years.
Pretty sure you can go get another pretty fucking high-powered job. No fucking problem. Instead of wasting your time suing someone for money that you don't deserve if you were sitting in your office watching Netflix and not doing your fucking job. That's all conjecture. I don't know. I'm just saying if that's the case, rein it in.
Says Ted
you could
Sardanos
absolutely go get another. You're making more than most people in America. Like, go get another job for a shit ton of money, like you're already making, and don't make a scene out of it. It's just me as a person. Unless someone did something super fucking fucked up, I'm not spending my time, my money, my fucking resources going to fucking court. I go in to put my business. Like, fuck you, dude. I'm not doing that. So, unless he did something really deplorable to her, which she didn't, or he didn't, as far as all accounts are concerned, I don't know why you'd waste your fucking time.
Rachel, how you doing, girl? Welcome to the show.
Peppy wants to know how you're doing, Rachel. Why don't you answer him?
I'm doing great, Peppy. Doing great. Thanks for asking.
Oh, man.
Comfortable.
Yeah. But Sabrina, you're right. Like, this whole situation, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And end of the day, she'll be fine. De Niro will be fine. Everybody will move on. And the people that are
giving a
hate,
shit ton of money. He's super fucking rich. Like, it seems like an arbitrary. It's like a waste of the taxpayers' money to bring this shit to court. Honestly.
And it was so quiet for a long time. And you know what, Sabrina? The haters out there, the hater gonna hate. Love is gonna love. People gonna do things. I don't know. I'm gonna drink. Brian, go and drink.
You probably should.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing a great job. Don't let anybody tell you any different.
I had a few drinks before the show. It kind of happens. It kind of just happens.
Mimi has a request.
I thought GR had a Modelo for a second, and I was about to shit myself, but.
Well, I've got beer I could drink, but
Yeah.
She went to the groomer and she smells like fucking goddamn Drakkar Noor. Like, I fucking hate it. I can't even want to hold her. It's so off-putting.
But she loves you. She loves you. Sabrina,
I know, but
so much.
it's the same groomer. She usually smells like kisses and love, and now she smells like an elevator in Glendale.
He did Racer X. He played fucking Frankenstein's monster. That was fucking great. That was fucking great.
So many things.
But legality is a sign.
Glendale, but I've got to imagine it's not too good.
Any elevator where someone has left the elevator completely smelling like themselves when they haven't been in there for 45 minutes. It happens all the time. Just pick the town. Pick the town. It's happened in Encino. It's happened in Burbank. You've never gone in an elevator where it smells so strongly of perfume, but no one's in it? It's like, who the fuck was just in here? Liz Taylor? Like, what is happening?
Somebody that thought they smelled good. That's what
She smells like, and I fucking hate it.
That's who was in there. And somebody else that thinks they smell good, which they do most of the time, is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Because Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
You know how he smells? I'm sorry, quick question. Have you smelled Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's balls?
Don't worry about it. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is back in the news right now.
Bisexual show on YouTube.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is back in the news again. And we talked about this before, but it's blowing up even more these days. And because The Rock is saying that he's been asked by both political parties to actually run for president.
Ugh.
We don't usually talk politics. This is The Rock, the people's champ, the man himself. Crossed every fucking movie and television show, And I've always
been like, VP John Cena. Like
that'd be it'd be Vince McMahon.
Hard no to both of those. No.
I know. But The Rock, he put this out there. He was actually
He's an actual political person for a VP.
He actually put it out there. He actually paid the money and paid to actually be able to run for president. He did that back in 2017, and he put his name in the hat for the whole thing because apparently at that time he joked about it. He had some stuff come out, and then right before this election cycle started, Republican Party and Democrat Party came up and said, we need the people's champ to be the president. They both tried to figure it out to make him have it. There's like a poll that's like 46% of Americans wanted The Rock to be president, which is kind of nuts. And because of that, he's like, well, maybe I'll run. And he went back and forth, but he said, because of my daughters were young when I was a wrestler at that time, like when I was a wrestler back in the day, my younger daughter, like, never saw me, never around me. She didn't even have a dad around. He was, I can't do that to her herself. But he said, though, that they were coming after him hard. He said he was really blown away, but he was also honored to share that they want him to do this, both parties. But his goal was never in politics. As a matter of fact, there's a lot about politics that the people's champ actually hates. And to me, I mean, of course, people are going to float ideas like this. I just go to Idiocracy sometimes because there was that whole thing with Terry Kruse where he's putting stuff out, this political campaign about his character from Idiocracy running for president too. I just think people love entertainment and they love actors and they want somebody that they've seen their TV to be the person to save the day. But at the end of the day, I think it's just like fucking smoke and mirrors, and it's a lie. It's just fucking gossip that people want to blow up in your face. And I love The Rock. Could he win? I mean, maybe. Could he win? I mean,
chance in hell.
GR says the snowball's chance in hell. But to me, I'm like, could he win? Come on, GR. You don't think he can win?
I like The Rock as an actor and as a wrestler. But there's no way in hell the country is gonna elect him as.
I mean,
president.
they elected the dude from the Apprentice TV show.
Amen,
so clearly
Rachel.
the voting base is not really thinking things through that well.
Well,
look
that's
who
the
we
whole
elected
thing.
this term, so yeah, maybe he would win.
Well, this is not where I want to get blowing up in politics. But I want to put, here's what I go to though. Here's what I go to. We lost Sabrina for a second. She'll be right back. But the thing is though, I'm not talking about politics today, but I'm talking about The Rock himself. Could the political parties across, regardless, want to see The Rock doing this? I think it's just publicity. I think it's all just publicity. He must have a movie coming out soon that he was talking about during this interview, and that people want to talk about somebody. So Sabrina, could you imagine in any world that The Rock would actually run for president? Or do you think this is a PR thing that he's just putting out there?
To answer Razor X's question, he did play the president on Young Rock, or play a presidential candidate.
Yeah, he was running, yeah.
I was going to say candidate, and I'm like, that's not a word. So yeah.
Candidate.
There's that. Yeah, so no, I don't know. I feel like to play off of what Rachel and GR both noted, Donald Trump's not a politician. Not at all.
He wasn't. Now he
is.
is.
A rich person arguably a slumlord. Yeah, let's not push it. The slumlord in New York, fucking, someone who doesn't pay his employees at fucking hotels that work on it. There's a lot of questionable things about that man. You know what?
Some of the Rock though, Sabrina.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Getting there.
My point is that we, the people, elected someone who had zero experience in politics because he was charismatic and said the right things or said the wrong things and didn't give a fuck about saying the wrong things, and people like that. Like, there was a lot of reasons why that happened, but none of those reasons was politics. Some people thought that this is what we needed, whatever the fuck, it doesn't matter. He won. He beat someone who was extremely qualified for the fucking job, by the way. And that is how it goes. So he won. I don't see why there is a world where The Rock couldn't possibly win.
I think The Rock could win.
I don't think it's a ridiculous thing anymore. If you asked me this, in 2014, I'd be like, you're fucking insane. Right now?
Well, we have elected one actor already, so.
Ronald Reagan.
Correct.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
absolutely. 100%. And
we've elected 2 entertainers, and neither of them were good presidents. I think we need to call it a fucking day on it.
I think Ronald Reagan did a lot for the Republican Party, though. He did a lot.
Very good
He did a lot, but
politician. He did a lot for California, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I mean, he wasn't president, but he was a very good.
He was a good governor.
I will give Ronald Reagan one thing. Ronald Reagan did one thing right ever.
Bedtime for Bonzo?
No.
I love that movie.
In California.
Yeah, that's it.
He introduced no fault divorce in California.
Okay,
let people
fair
get
enough.
divorced from their shitty spouses.
Well, let's
the only
not
thing
get
good
into
thing he
politics because and that'll end that ugly.
I know. Yeah, we're gonna get too deep, but
who I would
possible.
accept is Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift for president.
Okay, hold on. So how about The Rock as president and Taylor Swift as VP? Would you support that ticket?
Rock can be
No.
We're
Rock's registered though.
Female president.
The Rock is doing it though. If she wants to tag along, you wouldn't support it?
I mean, sure, but I think honestly, if they want,
sure. If they want to win,
look at Racer X.
President.
Wait, did I miss it?
He said it's a Rock's gonna run for president in a movie where aliens invade the planet.
Well, I don't hate that idea. I hope no one from any of the AMPTP are watching and they're going to capitalize on your idea, bro.
Opinion on it.
But Rachel, I mean, in the world we live in, can you not people love the fucking Rock? He's charismatic,
I do like the Rock,
and he's and he's just been one of those people that people just love. So you can't imagine someone like that would actually want to do this. I mean, he says he doesn't want to do it, but do you think he actually wants to do it?
It couldn't happen. I said I don't.
Do you think he wants to do it though? Think he's lying though? Think he wants to do it though? Think he's lying?
I think a lot of actors and entertainers have a penchant to want to get into the more public sphere. They have a platform already. They have a fan base. It's not difficult to imagine people who already have a platform wanting to get into politics. It's a natural progression for somebody who, if they had political leanings before, you have the platform, you can go for it.
Yeah.
So
that's what I say.
It's very difficult for somebody like me. If I wanted to get into politics, that would be very difficult for me because I don't have a rich family. I don't have a political family background dynasty to fall onto. I'm not.
Well, you're on cruise control with 600 and something followers. That's 706 followers. That's a really big deal.
I could probably get maybe 200 of those people to vote for me.
Yeah, well, Mimi would vote for you. She just told me.
But flip it, GR, this guy, people are seeking after The Rock. Can you not imagine a guy like him? I mean, again, we're not trying to dive too deep in politics. I'm just talking about a person that's an entertainer.
Yeah, it's not who you like or who you don't like. It's the act of it all.
It's act of it. Do you think that somebody like Dwayne The Rock Johnson is enticed by this, GR? Do you think that people cheer his name, Rocky? After a long time, do you think that would?
Sorry.
God damn it!
But do you think that would make him want to run though? He's saying he's snowballing. He's not snowballing. He's changing the idea, but
eventually, possibly. But right now, he likes being on the screen and doing his job.
Mm-hmm.
Could that change? Like you were talking, somebody was talking about earlier. Arnie wasn't going to.
Yep, he stopped.
Now he went and became governor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he can't, but he's like me. He couldn't run for president.
And freaking who was it? It was your boy Sabrina. What's his name?
Ryan Reynolds.
Not Ryan Reynolds. It was Dan DeVito.
That's a different definition, my boy. But thank you. Yes. Also, Danny DeVito, friend of the show.
Yeah, friend of the show. But he was actually saying something about this, being like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Like I just lost my train of thought. I picked Mimi up for a second. But DeVito was somewhat Schwarzenegger being like, I wish Schwarzenegger never would have ran because we would have done
Twins 2.
Or now he's trying to make
Twins 74.
Mom, not your what's
Throw mama from the train.
They're trying to do that right now,
He's not in that though. Arnold Schwarzenegger was
I know,
not in
but
that.
I might try to do that now with Billy Crystal because he will not do that because it's too far gone for that movie. And actors that sometimes go
Throw
away
Mama
from
from the
it.
Train is fucking
you
classic,
lose-
and so is Twins. And no one has seen those movies. You better fucking watch that shit. They're amazing.
This is where I take it away from the
sequels for them at this point.
no.
This
is where I go away from the politics of it and I go to the acting part of it. It's like actors sometimes want to do this, and for me, it's like I get it. You have a voice. And that's what I want to talk before I go to Spring. I was like, you have a voice, and I get it. But also at the same point, people love you in certain roles. And like when you step away from that, you lose what people love for you to do. That's what you're fucking meant to be. And I'm not saying you can't do anything else. I'm just saying like people love you for what you do. Don't taint that. Sabrina, when you hear that, do you think that Hollywood would be missing a lot if The Rock did go into politics?
He was born in Hawaii, so yes, he was born in the U.S. Racer X. Number one. Number two, you already went to me, but I'm happy to talk again because
I've been drinking a
I
little
love
bit.
the sound of my own voice.
Did I go already?
You sure did.
Oh, fuck my life. I love you all.
Let me answer your question really quickly. So Arnold Schwarzenegger became the governor of California, right?
I can go to you already.
He had a very good run. He had a little snafu, publicly. He's recently done FUBAR. He is now the action consultant or something for Netflix. Like he's thriving in the entertainment industry. So I think what you just said, I'm not saying it's bullshit, but I'm just saying it's not, there's no guarantee that if you delved into politics, you couldn't get your career back because he's the living proof that you can.
Why?
So I don't know. I mean, to have an actor / wrestler as president, I think would be
idiocracy. It's okay though.
It would be a lot. It would be a lot. I'm just saying in the current climate, anything's fucking possible. I'm not saying I want it. I'm not saying I'd vote for it. I'm just saying I wouldn't be fucking surprised.
I will tell you, I vote for The Rock. Get in the people's plane.
Based on what though?
Fly across the people's ocean.
I think
What
Hawaii.
are we voting on here?
I'm just joking. I don't know. Maybe it depends. You know what I mean? It all depends. I always say if the person's meant for
I'm
the
going to
job.
Google this now. It's driving me nuts.
Problem, though,
Uncharted.
because people look at these public figures and go, "Oh, well, I liked this person doing X," and then they just vote for them and they don't look onto their platforms.
Correct. That's what happens when you do a SAG vote.
But I also think that
stupid.
That's the important thing is where are they on the issues?
yes, that's where it comes down
If you
to.
like him or don't like him as an actor.
If you have a big enough.
It's weird that both parties approached him. That kind of makes me what?
That was the other thing. Both parties.
What?
It wasn't just one. It was both parties. They were trying.
You're right.
They saw that the polling power that he has because he is the people's champion.
Oh, rein it in.
And they were like,
He was born in California. Ryan's correct. But even still, if he was born in Hawaii, he is also American. And Queen, that's a very funny joke. Gilligan's Island. Also, I agree with what you said, GR and Brian, and of course it matters to most
Everybody.
people what your politics are or where you stand on things. But there are a shit ton of people who don't give a fuck about that, and they're just gonna be like, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, I'll vote for
do
this
that.
motherfucker.
People will.
Which is a problem.
I've
I'm
always
just saying.
said The Rock could win if he wanted to, but
he can body slam his opponents. Yeah.
yeah. Well, people want to see that. They want
That's actually good. I'd like him to body slam a few people in Congress currently.
everybody. I want everybody. Let's make your party
On both sides, on all sides.
On both sides.
Jesse Ventura he was a mayor or a governor somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Governor, the body.
I think
He went
governor,
from the
yeah.
body to the mind.
He's got political experience, so honestly, he would be a better former wrestler candidate, politically speaking.
Yeah. But the people love The Rock, though.
But I think at the end of the day, it comes down to ego. I think a lot of these actors and public figures go for politics
100.
because they have huge egos and they think that their opinion is word and that they have everything they need to be whatever they want to be.
Well, that's really what this discussion was meant to be, and I hate to get into politics too much, but the discussion
I
would
think we
be.
did too much. I think we did good, right?
I'm just saying the discussion more to be about like how actors sometimes lose what they're doing, and that's the whole thing. It's like sometimes, and I get it, it happens. It happened with Ronald Reagan, so it worked before.
Can I
but
say
like,
one more thing? I'm sorry.
but one second, Sabrina. But before Sabrina goes to Sabrina, it's just like I feel like that
For the 9th time.
sometimes you lose what people love you for, and you misconstrue that. But people love you, but they sometimes actors go a different way, and it sucks. It just sucks because it hurts the cinema and it hurts the entertainment industry, as opposed to we love you for playing X, Y, and Z. Keep doing that, and then maybe you have great opinions. It's great, but you know what? End of the day, what we love you for, you fucking kill it in the cinema. Keep doing that. That's all I'm saying.
I'm honestly surprised that Jared Leto hasn't tried to run for president.
Oh, wow.
He scaled a fucking building the other day. Did you see that? Did you see him scale a building? The Empire State Building?
He climbed a building. Like, the fuck is this guy doing?
Was the Empire State Building? I think he climbed.
Shut up. Like,
Yeah, I mean, he also sent people like used condoms and dead rats and Suicide Squad. So
I'm
Yeah.
I don't think that's I don't think that's presidential material.
I don't
personally.
But
No,
that man's
in rats we trust.
I just wanted
Rat
to
condom.
adjust
I like that one, Brian.
what Queen was saying. They both approached him to run. It's not like he approached both of them. So it's not that he's a flip flopper. They're both trying to procure him as someone to be the face of their party, which is actually shitty of both political parties, if I'm being perfectly honest, in my opinion. And also,
they see the numbers. Numbers go big. They go big these days.
The number one job that every actor, not every, but the number one job that actors, like statistically speaking, the number one job that actors agree upon that they would do if they were not an actor is either a lawyer or politics. And lawyer and politics kind of go hand in hand. So if you, I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying
great show for GR. Sub in tonight.
Statistically,
way too many lawyers as it is.
But if you ask any actor, like if you watch The Actors Studio, I went to the new school. I went to the Actors Studio. Like the one of the questions that he would ask at the end of the night, James Lipton, was if you could do any other job, what would it be? And also if you would never, if you could do, if there was a job you never want to do, what would it be? And more often than not, the job that they would want to do would be either a lawyer or politics. And there is a certain showmanship about being a lawyer. You're presenting facts, you're presenting a case, you're putting on a show for the jury. Makes perfect sense, right? And if you take that one step further, you're putting on a show for the fucking country. You're fucking standing up for your believing. And I'm not saying that it's fake. I'm just saying that it has the same je ne sais quoi, if you will, that acting does. So it makes sense
Sabrina,
to me.
Because about 95 to 97% of our elected officials are lawyers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love it.
Absolutely.
If you're going to be writing legislation, you should have a good, solid understanding of the law. So, like that line
100%.
makes a lot of sense.
But if there's a lot of actors that would have been lawyers if they weren't actors, that kind of puts them in that same area. You know what I mean? Like I went to school for pre-law. I mean, what the fuck am I doing now? Clearly this. But my point is that if I would have gone to fucking law school, I'd be a fucking lawyer in Manhattan somewhere, living in a high rise, making shit tons of money. It'd be probably boring or whatever, but I would be very good at it. I know I would be very good at it.
You would have been.
I'm just saying, like, it's the same. It's the same side of the brain. I feel like, which is, it's like I feel like people don't realize that. Like, it's very close in proximity to the. It's like a live performance. There's like adoration. Like it's the same kind of give and take that you get as an actor. Now, granted, as an actor, you're on set with a crew. In a courtroom, you're in front of a jury and a judge, and then the bystander. Like it just, there's a similarity to it that I never saw before going to the Actors Studio. Like I was like, wait, what? Like it made no sense to me until I saw it. So I just wanted to make that point. It's not, right or wrong, but everyone can think what they think about it, but it's kind of for me when I realized that, I was like, oh my God, that's insane. I never saw it that way, you know?
Well, I gotta say, like, regardless, you hear the news, The Rock is not running for president. He is registered. He's been approached by both parties. That's a true thing. He said it on this Trevor Noah thing, this interview. So will it happen? Will it not happen? It probably won't happen. Maybe down the line. He made a joke in 2017 about running in 2024, and that's why I think it's kind of spiraled up more and more and more right now. But regardless, I don't know if The Rock's gonna run, but I also don't think like someone like Paul Rudd or Leslie Mann will run, but they will do a This Is 40 sequel because This Is 50 apparently is moving forward, everybody. And if you remember This Is 40, actually, it was a very fun movie. I actually loved it quite a bit. I remember I was working on Ant-Man Quantumania.
It was super depressing. What part of it was fun?
It's like them figuring out where they're at with their kids and falling in love again. That's what that movie's really about, right? Isn't it?
I think it's about cancer.
I think that's what it's about. There's one that was knocked up. This is 40. So This Is 50. I remember this. I was working on Ant-Man Quantumania. I remember Paul Rudd. I was working with Paul Rudd at that time. This is inside shit. I was talking to him and he was like talking about how Judd was trying to plan a whole This Is 50. It was a whole open conversation. We heard this back 6 months ago, and now it came out in the trades that Judd Apatow was like, I'm trying to make it happen. And Judd Apatow wants everybody back, of course, but he said the biggest thing is his daughters are blowing up right now, so it's hard to get his daughters to come in for this movie. And I'm like, that's hilarious, but also depressing. It's your kids that were nobody before you, and then you let them have a career. Nepotism. I love it though. They're fucking great. Yeah, but they're great. And Leslie Mann's fucking awesome.
I love her.
And Paul Rudd was so excited about when they were talking about it. He's like, this is awesome. But 2007's knocked up. It was a sequel to that, This Is 40. And the idea is to take it into the 50s and now have their kids grown up and get into that. And there's not a lot of details moving forward for this. But Judd Apatow wants to make it happen. And again, he said the problem is his kids right now. But the of course, he's got a kid on Euphoria. He's got a kid that was doing other things too, and then she's kind of branched away. So the idea is we're doing This Is 50. Is that a good idea though? At this point, do you let it be? This Is 40 was such a good idea and a premise. Do you branch off and make it a sequel series? Or are we gonna do a This Is 60 after that? That's the question. Sabrina,
what?
Do you
don't
see...
go to me first.
GR, do you want to see a This Is 50? Do you think that makes sense? Have you seen This Is 40? GR, do you think it's a good idea to take this family dynamic and branch it off from the 40s to the 50s? Will they stop, GR? Will there be a This Is 70s? What do you think about this?
For me personally, it's a Dilligaff heading because
Everybody drink. Dilligaff came up.
Hold on. The drink.
Everybody drink. Dilligaff came up. I already did mine, so don't fucking ask me for it.
GR, have you seen This Is 40?
Yeah, I wasn't impressed at all. I mean, the acting was good. I remember being 40 3 decades ago. Ouch.
GR, don't date yourself, man.
Hey, man, I'm my favorite number this year, so I can't complain.
What's that?
God, Brian, you forgot already.
I know. I want you to say it though.
69, baby.
There we go.
Woo!
But GR, do you think there's a good idea though, as a premise for someone that's directing something? You start someone with the 40s. Do you think it makes sense to show people's lives in their 50s next? Does that make sense? I mean, it's been 10 years since this movie, so does that make sense?
If you think people will watch it, you'll make it. I mean, personally, it's not something that excites me.
But yeah, Paul Rudd, Leslie Mann, you don't think that will get butts in the seats?
Oh, it'll get some women in the seats, yeah.
Women? Why women?
Well, not every guy is in love with Paul. Let's put it that way.
Oh.
What about Leslie Mann?
No,
she's hot as fuck.
We weren't talking about her.
I'm just saying, like Judd Apatow is a very competent, funny filmmaker, and Leslie Mann, who is hot as fuck and also hilarious, and Paul Rudd. Like, why do you say women? And trust me, I'm not.
Well, about Paul. That's why I made the woman.
Okay, so specifically,
that sounded a bit sexist, and I apologize to everybody.
Okay, fair enough.
There's no sexism here. You're good, GR. We love you.
I'm just giving you shit, babe. You know that.
No, you give me shit. Never.
What? Shocking. Shocking.
Shocking.
Yeah, the shirt says it all.
There it is. Zero. But mine is 0 seconds. We're putting that.
Yeah,
Right?
well,
I'm
I
gonna
have
get
to
one
find
made.
that
0
and get it
seconds.
made.
To me though, I'm kind of like, I heard about this like months ago. So I'm like, is this a thing, Rachel? You hear about this? Is there an idea to do a This Is 50? Do you want to see this franchise move forward, or do you think they did a good job at the 40 and let it be?
I mean, I wouldn't kick either of the main actors out of bed any day of the week.
Hell yeah, girl.
The thing is if this was if This Is 40 was a beloved movie that people cared about and talked about and held on to and was special to people and people enjoyed a lot, sure, make a sequel. But I've literally heard nobody ever talk about this movie. So like, does anyone care about a sequel?
That's the question.
Nope.
No. So if This Is 40 was, like I said, beloved, sure, this would make, I don't disagree with making follow-up sequels all of the time if people are really wanting it, really attached to the characters. But that's not the case here. So I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and it's like Judd Apatow really wants to do it. Apparently, Rachel.
No
I
way.
think
The fact that
dude
it's his
hasn't been
family
doing a
too.
lot
Do you think
lately,
do you think that his family is a factor in that? Because it is his wife and his 2 kids. Do you think it's a factor of getting his family back together to do a movie?
I mean, do a different movie. They're all actors. You could just put them in something else.
I think he's working out. I think he's working out his own marital issues or fucking life issues in this goddamn fucking film, which is fucking depressing.
Queen,
bro.
they did Knocked Up. They did This Is 40. That was apparently like the sequel.
fine. I
to
guess
it.
it's a
'Cause
franchise-ish.
Same characters, so it would become a franchise. They did like This
Oh,
Is
it was
50.
supposed
But
to be
then
a sequel to Knocked Up.
You'll see,
Yeah.
But no, it's not a sequel. It's a spin-off.
spin-off.
It's the same character, like
Yeah.
Paul Rudd's same character that he
Yeah.
was in Knocked Up.
Yeah, and Leslie Mann, same
Okay.
characters.
And Leslie Mann.
Hmm.
No, Leslie Mann, really? She was like throwing
I'm sorry,
up that.
I wasn't thoroughly invested in the Judd Apatow universe, so I didn't
To be fair,
care.
Judd Apatow is fucking amazing.
So Sabrina, you want this?
I'm not shitting on
No.
him. I'm just saying it wasn't.
No.
I wasn't fully invested.
Okay, don't put words in my mouth. You know how much I hate when you do that.
Well, you said, it sounds like you want it.
I know. I just said Judd Apatow is amazing. He is amazing. Like from like Freaks and Geeks to fucking, I mean, he's had a couple misses, sure, but like he is very fucking funny. Like most of his movies are fucking hilarious. And if I'm being perfectly honest, and I hate to say this because I love him, this is one of my least favorite movies he's ever done.
I don't think Paul Rudd likes that.
It's depressing. And it was fucking sad. And when I left the movie theater, I was like, fuck me. This is not what I expected at all. Like I expected to go there and laugh my ass off with some Seth Rogen bong jokes and fucking Michael Cera doing some fucking lines of cocaine. Like it was just not at all what I expected. It just seemed like so fucking heavy for what I was looking for. So do I think that Judd Apatow, like a king of comedy, should be doing a sequel to something that is arguably or not arguably the most depressing film he's ever fucking made? Yeah, no, I'm gonna pass.
Queen wants to see a Blue Beetle 2
Do
more.
something fucking funny.
Queen.
You are funny. Do your thing. Sure. Great. Okay. I mean, I don't. George Lopez is great. George Lopez is great.
He's funny.
Blue Beetle was not great.
It was all
not
right.
great. It was fine. It wasn't great. I wanted it to be so great. The kid who played Blue Beetle, the from what?
X from
What's that show?
from Karate
Contra.
Kid. Or Cobra Kai.
Contra.
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. I said Contra. It's a game. It doesn't.
Don't drink
Yeah,
too much, guys. It's Friday.
Yeah, too late, buddy. Too late.
Way too late.
So yes, I am, Peppy. Thank you for asking. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I feel like that movie was just like a really big miss. It could have been so much better. It had all of the things to be better. It had all of the things, and there were such good actors. Like I feel like the story just failed them, and I'm kind of bummed about it because I wanted it to be really fucking good.
I did too.
Really fucking did. And I went in there guns blazing. I was ready to go. And halfway through, I was like, ugh, I can't even sit in this stupid chair anymore. I was in the 4DX. It was like propelling me to the ceiling for no fucking reason. I'm like, okay. And I sat on the floor like a picnic blanket. I had my popcorn. I had a cocktail. I was ready to enjoy it like a normal human being. And it just didn't land. It just didn't land. They could have made a few small adjustments, and I think it would have been much better. They just, I don't know. I blame it 100% on the writing team.
Blame it on the rain.
What?
I blame it on the rain.
Okay, Milli Vanilli. That's, I don't think that's.
Blame it on the rain.
Ugh.
Right, GR?
No.
No.
So
Drink, Brian.
Here's the thing. If making this movie will let Brian do more work with Paul Rudd, make it. There you go. That's my final statement.
Okay.
I like
There you
that.
go.
If it'll get Brian a job, cool. Do it.
What was Susan Sarandon even doing in that movie? That's a very good point. What the fuck was she doing in that movie?
Doing less.
What was she doing in that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. The answer. Collecting a paycheck.
Collecting a paycheck. But this is
Look,
50 is
Susie's
moving
gotta
forward.
make that bread. Leave her alone.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck.
It's moving forward. This is 50. And, you know, honestly, I'm not shocked to finally hear this because, again, I said like almost a year now, Judd Apatow and Paul Rudd were talking about this. It's been a long time. And now it finally broke out in the trades. So it's crazy. Good for them. In the trades, in the fucking trades. But at this point, before
we live in the UK.
Before we go into our featured story, like we had a little Pepe earlier, but Pepe has been trying to do this segment for a long time, everybody. It's called 60 Seconds with Pepe. And of course, you saw him and Mimi before the show began having a moment, but Pepe sat down with Mimi and they got serious for a second. So here, Pepe, take it away. Tell us about your whole segment. Here's 60 Seconds with Pepe. Tell them what's up, Peps.
Hey, everybody. I'm so excited to debut my new segment tonight. This is my chance to ask the hard questions that no one else will. My time to take on the interviews that no one even dares to. And I only have 60 seconds to get the answers. But without further ado, welcome to 60 Seconds with Pepe. Ladies and gentlemen, on my debut episode, I'm sitting down with my fellow cohabitant, Miss Mimi. And with 60 seconds on the clock, bing, there's no time to waste. So, I have very serious questions that need to be answered. Little girl, did you poop on that pillowcase last week?
No, you're talking to me all wrong. I don't like when you talk to me like that. Calm down. Why would I poop on a pillowcase?
We both know the pep star doesn't poop inside, no matter how bad he wants to go. I know you set me up, Mimi. You gotta admit it.
Why would you think I would do such a thing? I'm a lady. I would never poop on a pillowcase. Maybe inside, but never on.
And who did it? It's only two of us in here, and they think I did it.
Talking to me all wrong. It's the wrong tone. Hey, you're too loud. Take it down. It's a fucking notch.
No one believes I'm innocent. I know you knew what happened.
Ask me nice, and maybe I'll tell you the truth.
Mimi, do you know who pooped on the pillow?
I haven't got a clue.
Brian!
Snitches get stitches.
Whoa, is that a threat?
I'm gonna poop on all the pillowcases from now on.
I knew it was you. Hey, everybody.
All right, so Pepe's getting down to business. And
Very suspiciously.
there's a lot happening in this house that I don't know about most of the time, but it's been a great fun, everybody. But you know what? There's a lot more happening, and Elon Musk is back in the fucking news. We don't usually talk about him, but you know what? They're doing a biopic on him. And now leads me to our featured story of the night. Come on. So you may ask yourself, what? A biopic on Elon Musk? But yes.
Gross.
A24 is doing a biopic on Elon Musk. And it's not just some random bullshit because Darren Aronofsky is actually directing this project. And Elon Musk came forward and said, I'm glad that Darren is doing it. He is one of the best. And no cats this time. Sorry, Racer X. They might be back sometime. But he made a whole thing coming forward, and because honestly, Elon Musk is one of those people we've talked about multiple times that he has done a lot of shit in his life. And I was waiting for a biopic, but not this soon. I didn't think it'd be this soon. But Darren Aronofsky's moving forward, and they're talking about who's me playing Elon Musk. There's a lot of people being thrown out there right now. Nicolas Cage is one.
Yes.
Rami Malek.
No.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Ugh.
Robert Downey Jr.
Okay.
Matthew Broderick. Kevin Durant.
No.
Brendan Fraser.
What?
Matt LeBlanc.
No.
John Barrowman. John Hamm. Elon Musk himself, or maybe an AI version. These are all the people that are being thrown out there. The Musk Man. These are the characters coming in. These are the main people. For apparently people are going nuts online, and Elon Musk is having fun talking about it too. But they're gonna talk about his whole career, where they came. And figure out that could be the tagline, Racer X.
I love it.
Fuck yeah.
I love it.
Fuck yeah. Of course, he's controversial. He bought Twitter. He changed the world a lot of ways, and he's still building rockets to send to space.
He better not play himself. I will fucking boycott
He won't
that
play him
movie.
fuck himself. You've seen him on SNL. He's not going to play himself. But in AI version, people are like,
if he did though, he's terrible.
Yeah.
He would be the Christopher Walken version of himself.
he's not an actor. He's not an actor. But people are like, having fun with it, being like, well, he can play himself. Or maybe the big thing that people are online, like AI version be fun because it would be kind of poetic in a lot of ways, you know? But to me, I'm like, no, I would rather have Nick Cage. Nick Cage would be fucking sick. That'd be awesome. But I'm going to go to our panel now because this is announced. It's a big announcement today. It's like the biggest thing on the news today. There were A24 is doing this. Big thing.
Coming in hot. I like that.
I like Walking Things. I'm going to go with GR first because last one here. First one for our last comment. GR, you hear about this. Do you like Elon Musk? And do you think that any of these people make sense? And do you want to see this project?
No. I mean, he is a brilliant man. I mean, you can't take that away from him. But I really don't give a shit about his life story.
Yep.
Maybe 30 years from now, when he's actually lived his life, then maybe a biopic. But he's a young man still.
Anybody
like a young man? So how old is this fucker?
But GR, this is happening. Is there anybody that you think that fits the bill? Nick Cage, Jesse Eisenberg, Downey Jr., Broderick. Who do you see anybody here?
I'd go with Downey.
Yeah,
he's more his size and look, I think.
People are approaching, like they're saying John Hamm, I think, because he just played on Morning Show, a version of him. You see John Hamm doing it?
Yeah, it could be. That's the other one I would have gone with, I think.
Yeah. Rachel, I see you getting in there.
Downey, so, you know.
Who doesn't?
He's so good. He's so good. Rachel,
amazing.
I see you getting in there. Do you see somebody you see as being the Elon Musk? Or are you like, this is bullshit?
It's all terrible. It's all bad. Elon Musk is such a piece of shit. I fucking hate that guy.
Oh, terrible.
He is the world's most successful scam artist. For such a long time, he had people convinced that he was this brilliant inventor person. He's not. He's some dude who took his dad's emerald mine money, bought a bunch of companies, and then took credit for their work. So and then I could go on about Elon Musk for days.
So essentially we're right on point.
I hate that guy. I think John Hamm and Robert Downey Jr. are both way too attractive to play him. Jesse Eisenberg is fine, I guess. Or as I like to call him, not Michael Cera. He played the guy from Facebook. So sure, let him play
He can't do it.
Too.
What about Aronofsky doing this though?
I'm sorry.
I don't want to go to Mars because if Elon Musk is going to be there, I'd rather fucking kill myself. But
what do you think about Aronofsky doing this though, Rachel? He's like a big time, like this came off The Whale, which is a huge movie for him.
None of this makes any sense.
So you don't want to see Darren Aronofsky doing this?
Not the casting choices, not the idea itself. None of it. It's just stupid.
Are you shocked by this though, Rachel? Are you surprised this is a thing that came out today?
I'm surprised A24 is doing it.
Me too.
Yeah.
Out of everybody, like, sure, if like any other production company was like, yeah, we're gonna let this happen, that wouldn't be.
But they're doing the Priscilla pick though, so like,
yeah, and Priscilla has turned out to be a very successful film, and Priscilla is less of a piece of shit than Elon Musk, and definitely older, and her story is gone for longer, and so
Okay, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm just saying that they greenlit a picture that kind of paints Elvis like a piece of shit. So like it seems weird that they're greenlighting a picture that's, you know, I don't know how it's gonna paint him or how it's gonna happen, but
like a piece of shit too, Sabrina.
It doesn't really. Yeah, you're right. But my point is, it just doesn't line up. It doesn't line up to me in any event. It doesn't seem like A24 would be the person to get behind some sort of like campaign to put this fucker on a pedestal. Personally, I mean, I don't know. It seems like an odd choice to me.
So you don't want to see it, Sabrina?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, and no, Rachel was still talking. I didn't mean to take her time. I was just weighing in on something that she said.
But Elon Musk has been trying to conquer the world, so you can't imagine.
Okay, look, yeah, sure. I mean, do you want me to take my turn now, and then you're gonna go back to Rachel, or do you want to let Rachel finish what she was saying?
We'll go back to Rachel. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, okay. So, if you're asking me, I was driving behind a Tesla yesterday, literally, which I think was very funny, and there was a ginormous bumper sticker on the trunk that says, "I'm sorry, I bought this car before I knew what a piece of shit he was." So, I laughed very hard. And I said, "Oh my God, that's kind of amazing." He is a brilliant fucking person. You know, he is literally super, like, just it's too smart for his own good. You know, and I feel like what he has done is definitely immeasurable to society and to technology and to these things like that Starlink thing that he has is fucking amazing. You know, the car situation, amazing, great. Okay, he's, you know, so he's great. He's super smart, whatever. I don't really give a shit. However, as a human being, when he bought Twitter and did all this fucking weird shit with Twitter and like, you know, started doing this and that, and like it kind of showed his true colors, which was kind of annoying. Like, I guess socially, if you could use that word, because he's obviously, it's not socially, because you're a bazillionaire. He is autistic. He has always been, you know, he's always had like a rough time in life, like with playing nice with other people, I guess. His mom's kind of awesome. Like, it's just, I don't hate him as a person. I hate what he stands for. I hate what he's chosen to do with his fame, with his ability, with his smarts. I guess not with his smarts. Like the fact that you can send a rocket to orbit fucking outer space is pretty fucking amazing. And you know, the fact that
you bought a company that could do that.
Okay, but it's, you know,
it's Friday. Someone's getting drunk.
Wow, Brian. I mean, Peppy. Fucking rude. All right, you know what? If you don't like what I'm having to say, why don't you go to someone else, and then I'll come back.
No, Peppy loves it.
No, it's fine. Totally fine.
I'm just saying, Sabrina, you're right.
It doesn't sound like I'm right. So if you want to go to someone else, you can, and then you can come back to me if you want.
I'm saying you're right. He's had a fucking career where he has just taken over shit. And I think that Elon Musk has done great shit, but I think you're right. That why do we have this now, Sabrina? Like, why now?
Oh, you still want to talk to me? I'm so confused.
Yeah, why all the time? Why now?
Why? What do you mean, why now?
Like,
why are they
now?
making a biopic about him now?
Yeah, why now?
Because he fucking bought Twitter and it's been kind of a hot mess, but also kind of cool. And like, so I feel like that there's like a capitalization moment on that specific thing. I mean, that's really the only reason that I can think about. And he also responds to, he had some stupid bullshit where he was going to have a MMA fight with Jesse Eisenberg. Not Jesse
Zuckerberg, yeah.
Thank you. Who's he play? Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
But Jesse Eisenberg played him on the social network,
it's all
correct?
insane.
Is that right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, it's very true. They're all the same. But then
That was just a publicity stunt. That's what that was.
well, no, but he's going mad about it.
I love to watch Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, me too. Me fucking too.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Not that I like Zuckerberg either, but like,
no, but it would have been fucking fun.
Yeah.
Only Elon Musk could take a $10 million company, buy it for $40 million, and through hard work and perseverance, make it worth $3 million.
Fuck it up all day.
Well, I mean,
I think that's why they're doing it. But it's weird because Elon Musk was like, "I'm glad Darren Aronofsky is doing this." What?
He was very excited about it.
By the way, also Darren Aronofsky spectacular director. Do not get me wrong.
Great director.
All of his fucking films are zero redemption films. There is no film that follows the hero journey. There is no film that follows the spiritual journey. He literally just fucking puts your shit into oblivion. Look at fucking Magnolia. Look at fucking Mother. Look at fucking literally anything that he's ever done. Basically takes whatever tenuous feeling you have about a human and blows it up into fucking outer space. Like, there is no redemption for any character in any fucking movie that he does. And I love him for that. I love him for that. So it just seems like really weird that you would do a biopic about Elon Musk.
No say about the script. Has no conversation.
Oh, I don't think he will. I mean, I hope he doesn't. But same way. But like, I just think it's so weird that it's kind of like when I heard about David Fincher doing The Social Network. I'm like, it just seems odd for you, right? Coming off of like Fight Club and Seven and Panic Room and all these things that are so specifically not true, right? It's like based on a some sort of a, I'm not saying it's not true. I'm not saying that those things don't happen, but it's based on, you know, yeah, but it's like something that has happened somewhere. You culminated it all together and you made this fucking amazing movie. Like and I know he got a lot of awards for fucking The Social Network. I'm like, it's a stupid movie about Facebook. Like, he has so many better fucking movies. He has so many better things to show you. He's such an amazing director. I'm sad that you were recognized this, and I'm not with shit or anything. It's just not really my cup of tea. So for Aronofsky to be doing something like this, it just seems like fucking way below his fucking pay grade, way below his skill level.
But Sabrina, he's such a fucking big director.
Sabrina, if Musk doesn't like the movie, he buys A24 and shelves the pit film. And never gets
GR, don't do that. He can't fucking do that.
That's actually that's an oddly disturbing point, GR. Oddly disturbing.
A24 has been doing such great content.
But to buy something,
like, I hope the idea.
He can't just buy something if they're unwilling to sell it. So,
well, I mean, you can offer them $6 billion to not air the movie, and they'd probably be like, "Okay, cool, we'll move on to the next."
Please don't say that.
That's a thing
as a company, and they might not do it.
But they might. It might be an NDA.
Stand on their shit.
Could be an NDA situation where nothing works. And Lexi, you're right. Who wouldn't want Aronofsky to do that? Correct. I'm just saying.
He's the director to do it.
It's a fucking weird. It's just a weird choice to me. Aronofsky is 100%
the guy for it.
No, not the guy for that. No, he doesn't do biopics. That's not what he does.
Well, I mean, he does dramatic fucking pieces.
He does
that tell real stories.
Redemption movies. No redemption.
Well,
find me one movie that he's ever made with redemption.
Where's redemption? I mean,
but if he's involved, that's not going to be possible.
I think Elon Musk has done a lot of stuff that might eventually advance human society. But as of now, I feel like he's trying to cause more trouble than advance. I think the idea was there before, but I think he's let social media influence him so much that he's lost track sometimes. If you ask me, GR, you've seen the path he's gone, right? Do you think he should have ever bought fucking Twitter?
I don't know why he did. I mean, it made no sense at all, but
because people were being mean to him on it, and he wanted them to stop. So he bought it, so he kicked them off. That's
not a good way to go about it, though.
No, not the same, Lexi.
I think he thought he could. I think he thought he could change it, and I think that he does have a very a story. He has a story to tell. He does have a story to tell, and I think at the end of the day, I think his story is not written enough for a movie like this right now. I think you give it 10 years, maybe 15, and then you can tell his story. I think it's way too soon.
You where the chips fall.
He's too young.
Yeah. Right, GR? Like before, even when Zuckerberg got his story at the Social Network, I feel like it was too soon. Hence why they want to do more. It was a good movie, but I think it was too soon.
Yeah, that movie won so many fucking awards.
On one thing. It focused on one period of time. So, like, that's an easier story to tell. Like, if they wanted to just do a movie based on Musk buying Twitter, that could be a capsule of time they could cover rather than just a full biopic.
But I feel like you have to cover Tesla when he started Tesla, the PayPal. There's a lot of shit that happens.
Well,
PayPal,
not if you were making a movie on Twitter.
I know, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole thing.
But that story's not told yet.
It's called
That story's not told yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But that story is not told yet. I feel like it's too soon for this movie. And I get, if you're going to get Darren Aronofsky, I think this is a guy to tell the story, but I think it's too soon. And I think we're jumping the gun on this, but it's happening. A24 is making this movie happen, and we can't stop it. Can't stop, won't stop. Just like the fucking machine of Hollywood.
Ridiculous.
Once they fucking settle, that's it. We move on, and we have to get what we get. And
How
until
is
then,
Aronofsky the person to tell a biopic about fucking Elon Musk? Like, have you
Fucking-
seen his filmography?
he's an amazing
Makes
director.
No sense.
He's an amazing director.
Yeah, of course he is. Not for this bullshit.
Well, he's maybe the only person I can do is
It
Darren.
literally makes no sense.
Well, you want to see fucking Brendan Fraser play him? I don't think so.
No.
That's the person up for it though.
Look, I don't really give a fuck who plays him. I'm just
Love Brendan
saying,
Fraser.
a
Friend of the show.
director like Aronofsky should not be entertaining fucking a biopic about Elon fucking Musk. He has some dark, depressing story to tell that's going to make me want to cry my ass out for years to come because that's what he fucking does. Elon Musk is not that project.
Mother. What was the Mother movie? That's really depressing as shit. But
Every movie.
I love The Fountain. Sabrina worked in The Fountain. I love that fucking movie that he did. So fucking good. Right, Sabrina?
Oh my God. Okay.
Such a good movie.
Sure.
Rachel Weisz. Great movie.
One movie that didn't want to make me stab myself in the
It's
eyeball.
very depressing though still. But regardless
What
of
about
you...
Magnolia? Come on,
Great
dude.
movie too. Tom Cruise with butterflies and shit. Regardless if you love this movie...
Frogs, not butterflies.
Release the frogs. Regardless if you like this movie or not, if you like Darren Aronofsky, if you like fucking Elon Musk, there's a biopic, not a biopic, but a biopic moving forward for Elon Musk.
Requiem for a fucking Dream. I'm sorry, I just remembered that. Requiem for a Dream. One of the most depressing movies literally ever made. Literally ever made. One of the greatest movies ever made, but one of the most depressing
Say
movies
goodbye to
ever
pulling into Sonic and a Cybertruck.
fucking made, dude.
I will say
It's
some.
insane.
I will say I would buy a Cybertruck. I would do that shit. That fucking shit's
No,
fucking
no one's
nuts.
buying a Cybertruck.
Bro, fucking wreck.
It's like a Lego. It's a Lego.
King Ball.
They're not
That's
even
all I'm
gonna
saying.
make it. It's not even gonna exist.
It's not. It's never gonna come out. It's never gonna come out.
Everyone will buy it. It's depressing. Everyone will buy it. Rachel, I wish I stood by you with that. I don't want to, but it's not true. Everyone will buy it.
But regardless,
a pickup truck that we can plug into some shit. It's gonna be great.
regardless how you feel, Elon Musk's A24 biopic, however you want to say it, it's biopic. But I want to say it's happening, it's moving forward. Darren Aronofsky
shit.
is the man making this happen, and there's no stopping it, can't stop it. Elon Musk's excited. We're getting it. Ass to ass, we're getting it, and it's going down no matter how bad you want it to stop.
Hashtag you get it.
Thank you, A24,
Fuck me.
for your work. I'm not sure this will be the best. Anyways, everybody, thank you so much for being here on Cruise Control tonight. Brian's a little drunk. And honestly, we had a great time. We always talk about shit. Sorry about the delay tonight. We love you so much. Hope you had a great time, regardless
You
of all
made
the
it,
bullshit.
so it's all worth it, right?
Yeah. GR, before we go, GR, can you give me a Dilligaff before we go?
Boy, Dilligaff on the end of the show, you know? It's like end of the show.
Give me a loud Dilligaff, GR. Give me like a fucking Dilligaff. Give me one.
Dilligaff!
All right, here we go.
That's what I'm looking for. Everybody drink to that. GR, appreciate you as always coming back on Cruise Control. You are a friend of the show as always.
For
If you see behind me, there's a little Harrison poster right here. GR killed it. Well, literally
did.
killed
He
it.
was
Literally killed it.
I don't want to say
And
what you were,
Harrison,
but
you
you
can find
did a
it.
great job,
Got
buddy.
killed, Brian.
Well, yeah, it's
But
true.
you also killed.
You did kill.
Let's be fair.
You did kill.
There's a lot of
You
killing.
can watch GR kicking some ass, and I might kill him in a show called Harrison, but he did a good job. I love him so much. He's fucking one of our best friends here. Thank you for being here from day one in the chat. Appreciate you, GR. And thank you for coming in late today. That was fucking great. Appreciate you.
It's my pleasure. Like I said, that's what you do. Help friends out.
Yeah. I'm sorry I'm a little drunk. I'm trying my best here, GR. I'm trying so hard. I'm a little drunk. I had quite a bit before we actually eat.
But all the
started.
technical difficulties drove Brian to just drink. He was like, I don't know what's happening. I'm just going to keep slamming fucking
You know what? I
drinks.
think I saw him grab Ryan's plastic vodka at some point and just down the whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah. No.
I think I did. It's my birthday weekend. That's
Oh,
why.
it's true. His birthday's
it's my
on
birthday
Sunday.
weekend.
Oh.
It's my birthday weekend. Sunday's my birthday. So you got to start drinking early. I had a friend in college that was being like, birthday.
It's a week. It's a week. Yeah, and the older you get, it becomes a month, dude. You're still young. Like when you get my age, it'll be a month.
Well, no, it's a birthday time.
Oh, I'm so sorry,
A birthday
GR.
celebration, if you will. Rachel Blakely, thank you so much for being here back on Cruise Control.
At least you're 60.
Anytime. Love being here.
Rachel, the Queen of Drunk Friday, I'm so happy to have you back. Hope you've been well. And, before you go, just know you're loved. And we're happy you're back.
Happy to be here. I'm going to be here next Friday too. And next Friday will be close to my birthday. So let's go.
When's your birthday? What day? I know this. The
15th.
Oh, so 12, 15, 23.
No.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
That was very...
November is Cruise Control month.
It's the best month for Cruise Control. We're at 706 subscribers. By the New Year's, we'll be fucking monetized. That's the idea. Sabrina, thank you so much for being back in Cruise Control. Appreciate you as always. Lovely Miss Sabrina Vittori. Hope you had a great time tonight. Happy fucking Friday.
I had a spectacular time. GR's first time I've been on air with you. I've been with you in person many times, but on air, lovely to see you here and to interact with you. I'm so glad you showed up. Thank you. Thank you very much.
And we'll see about getting you the shirt.
Oh, I like literally. I'll have one made if you can. Because I think it should be seconds.
She will not give you as much shit as she gave Sean, I don't think.
No, I gave Sean all the shit.
All the shit on Friday.
All the shit. I was like,
shit.
dude. Well, when you show up on time, it was a lot. It was a lot.
That was
also
Zach, go that urologist.
I felt like Sean on Wednesday.
No, but that was not your fault. That was Sean's fault. So that's why I rode his ass real fucking hard the entire show. But yeah, it was great to be with you. Rachel, great to see you again. Brian, thank you as always. Everybody in the chat, Queen, obviously, Lexi, Zach, Ryan, Chris.
Thank you all for coming back.
Ty, fucking everybody. Racer X, I love your Friday resident, Racer X. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. You make the show so much more enjoyable, so much easier to do, so much more interactive. I love that you guys keep coming and fucking supporting us. If you are still watching, please give us a thumbs up. Just click the button. If you haven't subscribed yet, which I'm sure you have, if you haven't, please hit the subscribe button. It helps us so much. You have no idea.
Goes a long way.
Thank you so much. Peppy agrees. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you. I appreciate the show. Thank you for being here. And I can't wait to see you guys on Monday.
It goes a long way when you come in here and chat and comment.
I know the chat makes the job so much easier.
I will bid you adieu. Holla.
Thanks, Peps. Thanks, man. Peppy is he's very personal and very excited, you know.
Thank you, Queen.
We aren't monetized, thank you, Queen. We're almost there. A couple hundred more subscribers. And we'll be there.
At some point it'll happen.
A couple more subscribers, a few more drinks, and we'll be there. I'm gonna try my best tonight. It's been a day.
Hold on, before you do this, Zach. I asked before. Do you do stand-up or like what? You said you had to go do a set and you'd be back for the end of the show. I'm so curious. Please put in the chat. Brian's going to do his chinchilla situation really quick, but I would love to know what's happening, where you are, and what you're doing.
The chinchilla situation.
Oh, shit.
Chinchilla didn't come visit us today, and I'm offended.
Yeah. I
there was no A chinchilla.
Who the
fuck is A chinchilla? That's all I can say. Like, you think the A chinchilla would just showed up because the A chinchilla wants to be here,
Brian,
right?
you're the best. You're the best, man. I don't know who's running the production, and whoever's running the production with you, know me. I love you guys. Thank you.
Appreciate you,
Next
Peps.
time I'm in Nashville, Zach, I will be at your show. I promise you that, bud.
Yeah, appreciate you. But anyways, everybody, it's been a great week. It's Friday again. Happy Friday. I hope you have a great time with your loved ones, your family, your friends, and everybody out there. Enjoy your weekend. It's a big time of the year. We're getting close to the holidays. We got a fucking deal. It goes a long way for people that have been struggling so hard right now. And we appreciate you every time you come back because we are a new channel. We're young. We're growing. We're getting our way up there. We appreciate you. And people, may love and hate us, but we will keep going forever because we love you so much. So please, if you like us, please like and subscribe. Join our Patreon if you can. It'll be growing pretty soon. We're going to add some shit to the Patreon very soon. But anyways, Tell your friends, your family, your uncles, your aunts, your grandmas, your grandpas, your grandpas, your grandmas who all had kids a long time ago and they fucking died, but they still subscribed before they died. And they loved this so much they told their kids and their babies and their children and their chinchillas and their baby fucking chinchillas who all came back around. And Peppy said, why don't you fucking subscribe? And they said, oh, I'll fucking subscribe. You tell me to subscribe. And they didn't subscribe. And they all subscribe. We all fucking love them. They're not fucking dead. We love them so much. I'm sorry, somebody died. They're not dead. They're alive right here now. They love us so much as they do all of us right now. We all love each other because we love fucking everybody. Because the mailman fucking told us that we fucking would hate you. I fucking hate the mailman because all the time that I fucking hate you. But I fucking hate the mailman sometimes because he's an asshole. And the fucking squirrels are hard sometimes, guys. The squirrels are fucking hard. They come in sometimes with their fucking nuts and they throw your face. They tell you to say fucking suck it. And you tell them back and subscribe. They don't subscribe. We got fucking subscribe, everybody. Everybody out there, the fucking kangaroos, the badgers, the beavers, the bears, the tigers, all the fucking flying creatures like the hawks and the fucking birds and all of them. They subscribe. Subscribe. Tell your friends, your family, everybody out there. Continue the fucking cruise control shit because we'll keep coming back as long as they subscribe. I'm sorry, so much I'm fucking drunk. Anyways, until we all get together, we fucking make a fucking united nation that creates a whole fucking shit. We're gonna be here and we'll get monetized eventually. I don't know what
Zach, you're on fucking fire, buddy.
Squirrels are homeless. We love them anyways. We fucking love every fucking person.
I'm coming to Nashville just to see you do stand-up, fucker.
Give them a fucking home because they love cruise control. Give them a home. Give them a home.
Love you guys. Thank you.
And until then,
See ya.
see ya.
I stole it from you, fucker.